At our first farm today, we deal with problem after problem from this mad cow and have an incredibly painful surprise at our second farm. This is the Hoof GP.
And I won't let it rush when I see you dance, and the moment comes when I fall and time goes slow. I fall into you.
Right, I know this isn't how we would normally start a video out, but problems happen quickly. We are at a farm and we have 2 cows left to do, and the next farm is a bit of an emergency case because the farmer has texted me this morning to tell me that he's got a cow that cannot even touch the ground with her foot, and he very rarely has cows with sore feet. So, but now it's hit the fan here too. Is it bad?
It's not too bad. I'm just worried when it backs out, it becomes bad.
So these gates are here because we take the cows out of these cubicles as we're trimming them. And it's to stop them running into the cubicles, but this cow here, that one, has jumped these gates and caused us some mischief. It's actually fine though. Crisis averted. Oh.
I know you made that look very simple there, but that could have been a big problem. She backed up and got her feet caught in that gate. Yeah, that could be a lot worse.
There's absolutely no doubt about it. Things like that can go wrong very quickly. Right, we only actually have 1 cow to trim, so we'll finish up trimming her and then get to this next farm. Seriously, we came back to finish the other cow and then something else has happened.
I walked through and this was like this, just squeeze away.
I have no words sometimes. She was the only one we had to trim. Right. Literally just standing there without a care in the world, like she's got her feet up watching the telly. Telly meaning television. So the tactics are going to change here. I'm not in a hurry now because she's comfortable and fine and safe. She needs to want to get herself out of there. Yeah, she needs to get herself out of there. But that foot, she'll feel like she can't move. So I need to get that on the other side of the bar and then somehow get her to reverse. But I have a feeling a tractor may be involved in this situation. Right. I also don't want to get run over in this whole process. Come on! There's no way we're getting her out of there. She's too wild, too riled up, and going to end up hurting us, probably me, if we continue. Snabba to the rescue. There you go. They knocked all the gates down, then they got in there, and now they jumped in here. Is that a solution? Or you ain't get her all the way down there. So the plan is, we're going to try and get this cow to move right down this passageway of cubicles, which is slightly too small for her, so she won't want to do it. But the bar at the end of this lane is removable. So if we can get her down there, then she can come out without a bother. If not, then we'll have to lift her out with a tractor. And we do not want to do that. But if we need to, we need to. Come on, hey!
Come on now. Come on.
Thinking about cutting the cubicles up with an angle grinder to get her out instead of trying to get her down, because she's too big to go down between these lanes and she's going to hurt herself. She's already skint the back of her knees and we're scared that she gets her leg caught in between the bars and breaks it. Trying to decide which cubicles to cut up.
My way of thinking is see if we cut it there, pull the bar across, out of the joint. Then we can just slide it back in it, or roughly, hopefully just sit in until we can get welded back on and get the grinder in.
Yeah, have you got a cutting disc, did you say? A small cutting disc? Right, okay. This is agriculture all over. You need to think outside the box. Your dealt hands like that that can be dangerous for animals, dangerous for people, and you need to sort it somehow. Sometimes those methods can look terrible, sometimes they can take a long time, sometimes you need to think outside the box and just cut everything up, and in this case that's what we're doing here today. Craig! Put the battery on this that you gave me for it.
Why would I do this? I never gave you the battery.
He gave me the battery, didn't I?
No.
Oh, I don't know.
I said the battery's in the box. Try and blame me for himself getting your own battery.
This was not supposed to be the video today. Right. Right, come on. Up! Up! Come on! Up! Go on. Please come again! So after rather more trials and tribulations than we would have preferred, we get the crush all washed up without getting the cow trimmed. For now though, we are travelling through the place that I grew up, a little coastal town called Port William. This is where I lived with my 4 brothers and sisters. It's where I went to school, and it's where I had my first pint. We're on our way to this farm, where we're expecting a cow in a huge deal of pain, and hoping we can do something about it. And there she is, standing waiting on us at the bottom of the lane, not looking very happy indeed. I said that this farm doesn't suffer from lameness very much, and it definitely doesn't, but I am worried this cow could have foul in the foot, and if she does, there's not going to be much we can do to help her, so I'm praying that's not the case. Go on, lass. Oh, it's quite swollen though, isn't it? I can see exactly why the farmer was so concerned. Obviously, anybody can see that. Come on.
Cows are incredibly resilient animals.
Oh, imagine you can't even put your foot on the ground, it's so sore.
Because they're herding animals, their instinct is to run with the pack, and any sign of lameness is a sign of weakness, something which they will do everything to hide so that they don't become prey. So when it overcomes them, it must be very serious.
Oh!
It doesn't take a genius to understand how incredibly painful that must be. This is the result of the cow's immune system fighting something within the hoof capsule itself. A war is going on, and it's spilling out the bottom of her foot.
Right, first things first, we'll get a block straight on here. So if everything went completely wrong here, we would want her to have a block on, because that is going to be the most beneficial part of this trim. So it's crucial that we get that on right away, so that it's got plenty of time to cure. Okay, now that's on, we want to kind of understand what is going on in here. So this foot has been well looked after. It's not overgrown, it's definitely not too high, nothing like that. We can model it out a little bit, which would be in a routine trim, but that's not going to cause an issue. So we're just going to model, oh. What? Oh, no way. See that? It's either a piece of steel or a piece of like slate or flint or something. God, no wonder she was so sore. I never saw that. I heard it with my blade. Look, replay it and you'll hear. We're just gonna mod. Oh, is it metal?
Oh yeah. Yeah, that looks like metal.
In some respects, I'm happy that's what we found and that it's not foul in the foot. In other respects, it must have been so sore. Right, so back to where we were, which was modelling out. Can't actually see the hole yet. It was up in here there. That's where it is. Right there. You can hear from my knife strokes that this hoof horn is incredibly hard. The entire hoof capsule itself is under extreme pressure because of the inflammation, because of that foreign object, whatever it may be, a piece of slate or flint, or even a piece of iron, I'm not sure. What I am sure of is she must be so much more comfortable now that that is out. She still has inflammation though, and there's not that much I can do here with my knife to reduce it. This cow is already receiving anti-inflammatories as well as antibiotics. I can tell that because her bum is sprayed with these red dots. There is clearly substantial damage in this foot. And for now, I think I've pretty much done everything I can. So for now, I'll just spray it with this iodine to hopefully get rid of any of the bugs on the outer layers. And down she goes. Clearly now this has been removed, but the inflammation is still there, so she still is going to be in a substantial amount of pain. Right, let's see if she is walking even slightly better now that it's been removed. Now that we can see her foot on the ground, it is completely off the ground. There's no pressure on that inner claw because the block is taking it all. Seeing her walking away like this, clearly she is still feeling the ramifications of having that inner foot, but she is putting weight through that block, and that is a real result. Now that she's in the pen, you can see the block is the only thing touching the ground. The real fight now will be against inflammation, because we can all clearly see that back left leg is seriously swollen.